Generally, defense doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you're good at dodging shit, then, ideally you don't want to be getting hit anyways.
Yeah. Pump all the damage you can, and you'll never have to worry about death, so.
At least that worked for us in the first run through. We gotta go ahead and get the balls.
Yeah.
So another interesting aspect of this game that they use in a lot of the puzzles is these rolling balls here that you're about to see. These can be picked up, rolled around, like I'm showing you here. You can also use landmines, like throw a landmine underneath it and explode it, and based on where I put the landmine in position of the ball, it'll actually shoot the ball out. So if I put it quite a ways behind here, it'll shoot at more of a 90-degree angle, and you can also use it to crush enemies like you saw I did there.
And that was
so they can be fun.
Nicely aimed shot there.
There's some of the achievements that are revolved around them too. Like there's one where you have to do sort of like a golf-like achievement, where you shoot it and make a hole-in-one. There's one where one of these things is spinning around attached to a weight, and you have to break it off at the right time and land it inside of a little crate. There's a lot of really interesting, unique puzzles that they turn in this game.
It's a pretty solid physics engine it's got going for it.
Alright, so I just got 1,000 points. So here's one of the more annoying achievements on the first stage. This one in particular, if we look at the score here, it shows jump between the 7 spider pots without touching the ground, and we'll receive a health power for that. Alright, so one of the other nice things about the challenges too is I don't believe we both have to do them. I think as long as one person does the challenge, we both get credit for it, if I remember right.
Oh, there you go. That's the hardest jump right there. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, these are so annoying.
Partly because it's kind of a... Oh, no, no!
Oh, you almost had it. So yeah, this is... Oh, yeah, here's the cutscene. So this is showing how to do a wall run.
As I leap off into death.
Yeah.
As you saw,
if I was a little quicker there, I could have thrown down my grappling hook and actually saved him.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice tricks you can do with multiplayer that you can't do in the single player. That you can't do in the single component.
Shit.
Was that intentional?
Not intentional. Nope.
Seriously, this is the hardest part too, is starting here.
Yeah.
This is why I always start on this one, because this one's the freaking hardest. Yeah, you might as well get those shit over here.
Man, this is a tough one. This is one of the toughest actually in the game, just because
this
of
one
how
and the fire one, which is coming up next, are the 2 hardest, I think, and they're both on the first level.
Yay! Get it? Is he gonna get it? Alright. Very nice.
Alright.
Very nice.
So we both got our health power up there. So yeah, what you saw was, we're gonna cut out all our trial and error, but what you saw there was a complete jump of one of the first big challenge parts. So now we're gonna move on to the wall run here. I can either go ahead and I'm gonna go do it the way we're supposed to do it, which is I swing over, do a wall run here with Lara, and jump off, and then I hit a lever, and now it opens a bridge for him to get across. Last time we did this, we cheated. I just made a rope across on the blue thing like that, and squashed around across it and jumped over, but that's how it was supposed to be done. So the next room coming up here is one of the more difficult achievements to get. You have to solve this next puzzle in like 30 seconds, which we have not been able to do yet, but we'll try to do it as fast as possible. So here goes. So we got a nice little cutscene again, and big nasty fire trap action.
You have to be kidding me.
This is Zolot's trap.
No kidding, genius. Master of the obvious there, Totek. Alright, so we got to run around in the pattern of the thing. Now, Totek's going to go ahead and step on this platform here, which shuts the fire off. And when the fire lets me get there, I'm going to pull this lever out before the fire comes back around to Totek. And I got to be quick here because I don't have a lot of time. And then the fire's going to reverse and start coming my way. So now we're going to have to follow this all the way around, and the idea here is that once again, Totek will stand on that, and I don't think we're going to have time for this. So it's going to be close, and tag. Oh, we got it. Okay, good. That last one's always close. It looks like it burns you, but you get away. And doesn't look like we got the achievement, but you see the basic process.
It's not easy.
One of these days we're going to figure out how to do this quicker and actually get the achievement for that part.
And over here you can see another red skull.
Wow, I just found a
skull number 7.
Okay, that was a nice bug I wasn't expecting. So yeah, next puzzle here. You're going to step on this thing here for me. And I'm going to run across and not fall in the hole.
And resist the urge from killing my teammate.
And so here's the grapple part. Yeah, that's one of the amusing things too, is just to screw around. You can, since it is co-op reliant, I could have let him go of the grapple hook and dropped him, but we're trying to be nice for the video viewers here.
There is a
not sure
red
what-
skull over here, if I do remember
Is that
correctly.
what this thing's for?
Yep.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we can use
Pretty
this.
sure.
And then jump up there and give me a spear.
Actually, here, you might even be able to
Probably
just...
just
Yeah, come over here. You got
up.
actually a much better way of doing this.
So one of the other tricks we found is Squash can jump at the same time, and then I'll jump, and it does sort of a double jump there. So we'll get positioned under it, and it looks like we're not quite high enough. Let's roll the ball under and try it.
Alright.
So there's the ball. Now you get up there and do your shield plant. And I'll get on your shield, and then we can jump up and get our skull. And now we've got 8 out of 10.
Simple enough.
Good times. Alright. We got another little spike trap here. And now there is friendly fire damage, so I waited until he got out of that red fire to detonate it.
The shield doesn't
That's one thing
want
you
to
always
block sometimes with the explosions, especially with partner explosions.
It's not always the best.
Kind of goofy. And right here I'm going to make a ladder for her. Him. It. Whatever.
I'm going for the skull first. I'm going to go ahead and do a wall run, and then drop off. And then take advantage of his ladder. Now you see on the far right corner of the screen there's a health power-up. I'm going to try to get that here in a second. Actually, this will probably be easier if I give you a ladder to the ring, and then you walk up it, and then rope me up. One of the nice things, too, about some of the way these puzzles are is you can actually do them multiple ways. Like here, we did it that way. We also could have done the ladder approach that he was shooting for, and I probably also could have hit that top ring on the far right by the health power-up and gotten that. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. I'll swing over here and get the health power-up.
You can always grab me if you need to. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
And
Alright.
so now we see the next one of the gadgets that the game uses for puzzles. So this is a shooting object. You shoot it once, and it'll flip around. You run
Now,
through, and
the
you shoot
nifty-
again, and it'll flip around again.
Nifty
Now,
part
one of the
about
cool
this
things-
is that you can actually detonate them and
Cutscene.
cutscene. Yes.
Yeah, but you can use your explosive to detonate them to trigger them as well, so you don't have to shoot them. There's a lot of puzzles later on that use those where you don't have a line of sight to, so you can't shoot them. So you use your remote detonator to set them off.
We'll
She's
see
posed
about
in a
that.
quite slutty way.
Yeah. So we're about to see our first sort of mini-boss, per se. These guys become a lot more prolific as the game goes on, but
Oh
for
my
now,
God.
this is the first, serious creature we fought. And of course, these guys own little minions. One of the interesting things, too, is a lot of the bigger guys, when you kill them, they'll actually explode. And so what Totek's doing, see, he just blew up and hit me in the face with that red fireball because I didn't dodge in time. What Josh was doing there, or Squash was doing there, is he was blocking all the guys' shots and essentially holding them in place while I could shoot him. We found that tends to work on a lot of big fights, is just have Totek block with the shield and then Lara can just set him off up. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot all the pots too, because if I remember right, there's an achievement for that. So Totek's going to sit there and take all the shots while whoop, big guy.
And as you just saw, exploded, shield block the attack. 90% of the time it will stop your partner, who generally Lara should have all of the her bars filled up completely due to the fact that she generally fires weapons so much faster. And until Totek gets to some of the weapons later, it's better to have her fueled up and just tearing stuff apart and you just sitting there as a meat shield. So
Okay,
that
so
is
the
a
other-
challenge room pop-up, and as you can see right here, this little blue light and then the lit-up skulls mean that it is an uncompleted challenge room, and these are probably my favorite part of the game right here. So let's go ahead and go inside, and you'll
One
see
other
what
thing to notice too is if any person zones, it zones both players. So,
So-
only one of us has to run the rooms essentially.
the unique things about these challenge rooms is they really, really make you work together as a team.
They also try to twist the game mechanics around a lot too, so you have to try and use pretty much everything you can think of to get through the puzzle.
Now I'm going to come over here, drop a spear for her, come back over here, hit the thing, allowing Soul to jump up there, grab the health. So the big advantage of these challenge rooms is they always have relics and or, as you can see up there, that's an ammo upgrade.
Shield boost?
Yep. Health upgrades. They kind of give you a little bit of everything, so there's a huge reward and advantage for doing these.
This one's fairly straightforward. Some of the later ones are a lot more complex.
And you can just run out.
Oh,
Go ahead and run out. And report us out.
I was just mentioning that too. So yeah, we just had a shortcut to the room, to that mechanic I just mentioned to you, where only one person has to zone.
It's pretty handy. Pretty handy.
Alright, so we got another challenge there for destroying all the urns, and that got us another ammo power-up.
And they do add up. Ammo is probably one of the most important things you want to collect, because some of the latter weapons you will burn your ammo crazy.
Boom. Alright. Big guys are already getting easy. And most of the big guys tend to drop both health and ammo, so they're, you know, it pays to take out one of your... So the basic weapons, Totek gets a spear, I get dual pistols. They don't require any ammo. Once you start getting specialized weapons, they actually use ammo as you use them, so it becomes very effective to save your ammo for special specific fights. So for this puzzle here, it looks like we're going to have to move this ball around. Use it as a counterweight. You actually have to take it through where I am. Use it as a counterweight on. So we've got 2 weight platforms here, but we actually have to hold 2 of them down at the same time and still have one person be able to run through. Since there's not 3 of us, we have to... you're going to have to step on the weight there. So I can get back across. Yeah, so we actually need 3 people, so the ball essentially acts as a 3rd person. I got to shoot that.
You can run and grab that, I guess. Probably not the fastest way we did that, but you folks get the idea.
Yeah. As you can see, most of the solutions lead to the same place, but there's, you know, some of them have multiple paths of getting the same way. So I'll use the ball in one place, that in the other place, and then Totek over here could jump over and get the ammo power up.
And Lara will be able to run over and get us out of the level, I think, without any issue, right?
Yep. Another little shortcut there. And now see, we both have a complete power up there, so we both, once we start getting our relics, we'll both be able to activate them. And speaking of relics, we just got our first relic.
Are said to be forged by the gods
And
to
it explains
give
the
deserving
mechanic of the power
warriors
system
great
here.
power.
We'll skip over that since we already went over it with you, and we'll go ahead and pick our relic. Looks like our first relic gives us an ability called Power Shot. And as you saw on the relic screen, there is 6 different abilities. Power Shot, which makes your weapon hit harder. Power Bomb, which makes your bomb hit harder. Power Speed, which makes you attack faster. Health Regen, fairly obvious. Ammo Regen, again, fairly obvious. And then Scatter Shot, which makes your gun shoot in a scatter position. So if you have a shotgun, it'll fire twice the rounds. If you have a rocket launcher, it'll shoot twice. So on and so forth.
One of the cool aspects about the Power Bomb is you'll also see power bombs or +1 bomb modifiers in your artifacts as well. And so not only does it increase the damage that your bomb does, but it also increases the size of it. And when you get a, 1 or 2 plus bombs and then a relic power bomb, the explosion radius literally will take up 1/3 of the screen. It's amazingly hilarious.
This is one of the first challenges we ran into that really gave us a lot of trouble because there was a mechanic Squash told you about earlier with the grapple ropes that we kind of skipped over on our first playthrough, and we realized that we actually are going to need it in this one. So this is the first challenge that's really timed per se. We're trying to get up on top of this platform before we run out of time, and so you kind of have to learn all the mechanics that you learned before and put them into practice.
Come on, there you go. All right, now this was the hardest. This is the part that just drove us crazy. Didn't realize that, well, first off, you couldn't spear anything, so you had to actually climb up with Totek using that kind of ladder system and jump. Pretty intense.
And no matter your timing on there, as long as the thing doesn't push out of the way, you'll always make up just as the ball crashes, you know, for that little movie flash of, oh, I just made it. And that's the end of the level, folks. Looks like we got the Magnums unlocked, which is one of the first powerful guns. We got 3 of the 5 achievements. Basically, there's always a speedrun achievement on every level, which is do the level as quickly as possible. We're obviously not shooting for a speedrun in here. We're just playing through and showing the gameplay in a more fun approach. And so we also missed out on the fire trap, which was, as we said, one of the harder challenges in the game so far that we run across. And so there you have it, first level.
Alright folks, thank you so much for watching, and I think we're going to have to split these up in 2 videos, so they'll get posted as they get posted. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll try to do at least 1 week, and hope to see you all again. Hope you'll tune in for, we're going to do the whole game as a run-through eventually, so hope you turn in for all of it.
Thanks guys. leave comments. Bye.